Hey guys, all right. Some of you have already sent me an email wanting to know how to connect the Aweber to your landing pages. So I'm going to go through that real quick. Very simple to do that. So what you're going to do is when you come to the financialempowermentnetwork.com website, you're going to log in to the account, into your account. You'll see that you're logged in because you'll see this little bar here across the top, and it'll say howdy, and then whatever your name is. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to scroll down to the leaderboard, and I'm going to open this up in a new tab because I like to keep my previous page open, so in case I have to go back to it. And we're going to open this up here. And for some reason it logged me out, so that's not a big deal. I'm going to log back in. So I'm going to go here. It tells me if you're not logged in, what you're going to see here is it'll say you must be logged in to view the lead dashboard. So some of the pages do require you to be logged in. So okay, let's go ahead and go to the member login, and we'll open up that in a new tab. We'll get logged in here so that we can get this set up. All right, so now that we're logged in, let's go ahead and go to the site. Again, I'm going to, if I hover, put my mouse over Financial Empowerment Network, I'll see that it drops down and there's a visit site. What I like to do is keep my back office open in case there's something there I'm looking to do, and then I can say open link in new tab. And I come over here, it'll take me to the home page and it should show me logged in again. I might have been logged in from a previous session. That's why it logged me out when I went to the site. So, okay, so I'm logged in here again. Let's try that again. Let's go down to the bottom of the page. Let's go to the FEN leaderboard. We're going to open that in a new tab. All right, cool, that works. So I'm on the leaderboard right now, FEN leaderboard. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down here to autoresponder settings. Now for each capture page, there's going to be a separate, it'll connect everything all. When you connect the one, it'll connect them all, but there is a separate list, if you will, for that you can create for the capture pages. For example, bill credit paying rent settings. If I come down here and look, I will see that my Aweber list ID, that's the number. And I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second here. So let's go here. The one I'm actually going to, well, let's yeah, let's go ahead and do this one. All right, so I'm going to go here to my Aweber. I've already logged in. I'm going to go to my bill credit paying rent list, and that's the same list that will be connected to this capture page here, bill credit paying rent. So whenever anybody comes to this page here, it will add them to my list. And again, here we are on the build credit paying rent page. So when somebody fills this out, it's going to add them to this list here. And that's what I do. I coordinate this name with the page so that I know, where the lead is coming from in terms of what page they're coming through. Okay, so I have a separate list basically for each one of the capture pages. One for build credit paying rent, one for the FES corporate overview, which is for business partners, one for the protection plan, and then I'm going to create separate lists for each one of them as necessary. Now, I'm not going to do that all at once. I've only done it with maybe 3 of the capture pages, and I'm going to test it out a little bit. And I would advise that you do the same thing. Just set up a couple of them, perhaps one for the opportunity, one for the product, and then maybe, again, like I did, one on the build credit paying rent page, and then go out there and play with those a little bit, start to get some people onto that list, and then you can expand it from there. So okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the autoresponder settings, And I'm already connected, and I'm not going to disconnect because I don't want to create any issues. So, mine shows Aweber is already connected. And when you connect your Aweber, you're going to see this as well. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to be using your Aweber API. You're not going to, you got one here for get response. This is a different autoresponder, and then you have Aweber API. Now let's take a look at this here as well. We also have Build Credit Pay and Rent HTML form code integration. You don't need that. All you need to do is come here to Autoresponder API integration for each one of the pages that you're going to set up. And you only need to do this once on one of the pages, and then it will include all the other. Okay, so let's go down here. What you're going to do is you're going to, it says use Aweber API. You're going to select yes on that. And then when you click here, what that's going to do is it's going to give you what we call an API code. And first it's going to make you log into your Aweber account because it wants to verify that it's you. So I'm going to log out here so you guys can see how this works. So don't worry about what API stands for. You're just know that you got to get your API code and put it in a box. Okay, so it wants me to log in because it wants to know that it's me. And I'm going to come down here, and where is my, oh, there it is right there. All right, so, and I'm going to tell it to allow access. It's going to allow this application access, or my website access to the Aweber application. So there's my API code. I'm just going to copy that. And then what I'm going to do is go back to the leaderboard here. And again, you won't see Aweber connected. Where it says, it's going to say, ask you or tell you to enter your code here. That's where you're going to enter that API code, okay? Once you do that, then you're going to say connect to Aweber, okay? And what that's going to do, I'm going to log back into my Aweber account now that I showed you how to use the API code or get that. So you don't want to be logged into Aweber when you get the API code because it'll ask you to log in. So under My Apps, you should be able to go there and see the application or the app that we're using for this website, which is WP Leads Press. You should see this is another app. Don't pay attention to that. You should see this one here, though, and it says Connected Apps. Kind of like on your phone. When you have an app on your phone, you have all the different apps. This is an app as well, only now it's a desktop app, I guess, if you will, that connects to the FEN website. Makes the connection between, again, the capture pages and your Aweber list building email system, okay? So I see that there. I know that I'm good. And then when you refresh the page, you should see this message, Aweber is connected. It's that simple. Now, once you have created a list, what you're going to want to do is, let's go to list options. So I'm in Build Credit Pay and Rent. This is the list that I'm in. I'm going to go to list options, list settings, and when I come over to list settings, it's going to give me this number here, unique list ID. Now this is going to be your follow-up campaigns. This is going to be how you're going to send follow-up messages to that list. So this is how it identifies it. So what you want to do is you want to copy just the number, because this is AW list, and then it gives a number. You want to copy just the number. And that number will come here, will go here where it says Aweber list ID. You're going to paste that in. Now, once you put that in, you want to come down here, the bottom here, you're going to see update settings. And then once you update those settings, then that will now attach that list to this capture page, okay? Now you may have a separate list or a different list for this one here, which is the short corporate overview. Short corporate overview. So you have the ability to have a separate list for each one of these products if you want. And again, I have one for people that are interested in the protection plan that come through that capture page. I have one for people that are interested in the business opportunity that come through that capture page, and I also have a separate list for the build credit paying rent capture page, all in my system here. Build credit paying rent. I have the new agent prospect, which is for any biz op, and then I have FES protection plan info for anybody that requests information through the protection plan. And now through the capture pages, I have the ability, as I post these pages, to build those lists, have people come to this page, fill the page out. Again, the lead will go into your FEN system, but the good news is now you can start to build a list, your own list in Aweber, and market directly to them. Now we're going to create a follow-up campaign. That's something I'm working on. I'm gonna start with one, go to the next, but it's gonna take me a minute to do that. Okay, it's not that hard, but it takes a little bit of time to sit down and write up those follow-up messages. And again, you'll be able to place your links in there for other products, perhaps. Maybe if somebody signs up at your build credit paying rent page, typically we know that they also have credit challenges. So we may also present to them, besides the rent paying product, we also may introduce them to the protection plan. Because again, most likely they're trying to build up their credit. They may have some credit challenges, and certainly when you combine these two products together, the protection plan with the the rental reporting program, then that can really help somebody out. So pretty simple. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, 954-707-2932. All right, guys, talk to you soon.